It's Friday, August 19th. Cheers to the weekend. It's time for us to say morning, Barbados.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Welcome to the Friday, August 19th edition of Morning Barbados. I'm Katrina Marshall saying thank you for choosing us and making us your first choice to start your morning off right with. If you've got a traditional work week, you've come to the end of it and you've made it through showers and all. Someone I know who is happy about coming to the end of the week as we say cheers to the weekend. It's Cassandra Crawford. Morning, Cass.
Hey, good morning, Katrina. Good morning to you. It's good to be here and it's good to be able to be a part of Friday. And I'm trying to really appreciate every day, as we all should, everything that's wrapped up in each day. See it as a gift and try and work out whatever challenges you may be facing, because those very much a part of life, just like the celebrations. And some of our people celebrated yesterday. Sergeant Johnson, certainly we hope you had a great birthday yesterday. And there are more people celebrating today, so we'll get to that. But before that, we've got some top lines for the stories we'll give you in our news at 7.
Thanks, Cassandra. It's official. There will be no garbage dump at Greenland in St. Andrew. Minister of the Environment, Dr. Dennis Lowe, made the announcement as Parliament continued debate on the 2011 budget. Government backbencher Hamilton Lashley has been singing the praises of the Small Business Development Unit. He's disclosed that the unit disbursed millions of dollars to assist micro-enterprises. An opposition member of Parliament says there were 2 good points in this week's presentation of the budgetary proposals by Finance Minister Chris Sinclair. MP for Christchurch West, Dr. William Duguid, has identified the 2 areas as land tax, and the gross central government debt. The international financial services company PricewaterhouseCoopers believes the twin problems of deficit and debt remain Barbados' greatest challenges. This view is contained in the latest edition of the firm's publication Tax News, which examines the budget presented by Finance Minister Chris Sinclair. The mayor of a major United States city says he is seriously working towards increasing trade with the Caribbean. Mayor Pedro E. Segarra, whose city Hartford is considered to hold the nation's 3rd largest West Indian community after New York and Miami, says that he has been holding discussions on this with key Caribbean officials. Just some of the stories that we'll be following in our main news package at 7 o'clock. We hope you join us then. But for now, we find out what's been making headlines around the world. And for that, we go to Cassandra, who's got a copy of the International Herald Tribune.
Indeed, I do. You can check out their website. Of course, I'm talking about Newspaper Direct. They provide it each and every weekday morning for us to share the international headlines with you. And on the front cover, Obama joins 4 countries asking Assad to step down. In a carefully choreographed move, President Barack Obama joined the leaders of Germany, Britain, France, and Canada in calling on Syria's President Bashar al-Assad to step aside after months of popular protests and deadly reprisals. That's the story you will want to follow up on the international scene. You can do so through the International Herald Tribune. Also, fears grow in Europe that banks need cash. The European banking system is showing signs of a cash crunch, analysts say, but a lack of clear data may be exaggerating the gravity of the problem, sowing mistrust among banks and making them reluctant to lend to each other, as well as businesses and consumers. So clearly some repercussions there. Qaeda-linked rebellion spreads in Africa, another major headline on the front cover. A shadowy Islamist insurgency that has haunted northern Nigeria, surviving repeated bloody efforts to eliminate it, appears to be branching out and collaborating with Al-Qaeda's affiliates, alarming Western officials and analysts who had previously viewed the militants there as a largely isolated group, if not a deadly menace. Certainly that's another story you can follow. Many more, including on sports and entertainment items as well in today's International Herald. Again, thanks to Newspaper Direct. You can check out the website www.newspaperdirect.com or give them a call at 436-1314. Turning our attention now to local newspapers, starting with the Daily Nation, the weekend edition really, for Friday, August 19. Lodgehead tells why no scholarships. You can find out more about that. And the major headline in the works, Clico, Beko and Albarak solution to come soon. You can read about that. On the back cover, giant killers. The young cricketers from the Easy Bake St. Leonard's School are finally licking their fingers. If you want to know exactly why, you can read, but this picture should tell you, as they say, a picture says 1,000 words. Well, if you look at that, you can understand why they're so very much in celebration mode. And of course, in the Barbados Advocate for today, Friday, no time for games. Prime Minister Frundle Stewart has chided the opposition Barbados Labour Party for treating politics as a spectator sport. You can get the details to that. A resolution to outstanding matters promised. More on the Clico story. And on the back cover of the Barbados Advocate today, the SJPP moving forward. The Samuel Jackman Prescott Polytechnic is committed to moving to a higher level. You can find out what Acting Principal Anthony Headley had to say at the formal launch of their strategic plan 2010-2015 recently at the SJPP. So those are just some of the headlines in our local newspapers and of course the International Herald Tribune. You know what's happening, what we have promised in terms of detail for our news package at 7. But, you know, Katrina, it's been an eventful week.
It has.
Month, to say the least.
Emotional highs and lows. With the country waited with bated breath to find out what our finance minister was going to say. If there was going to be any ease, apparently not. We're going to have to hold strain. But then we had the good news of so many scholarship and exhibition winners. We featured some of them on the show. We will, of course, be talking about the CXE, the Cape results coming up this show as well. But, of course, a blood-soaked month in terms of our crime. So a month to sit back and consider, reflect, think, and always say thank you.
Yes, indeed. Have to always give thanks for the little good things that are happening around you. Sometimes the things that are not so great tend to overshadow the little gifts that we get. So remember, take the time to appreciate that. And, you know, one of the things that we certainly can celebrate would be the people who are always there for us on Morning Barbados. And Cheryl Brathwaite, she is one of those people who is always there. I shouldn't bring it up now, especially since Colin and Katrina somehow didn't get theirs, but Cheryl Brathwaite, always an avid viewer of Morning Barbados. She just heard I love mangoes and she, you know, made sure I had an endless supply. She's celebrating her birthday today.
Oh my goodness, well, you know, we have to give her a special happy birthday. Don't worry about the mangoes. I'm sure we'll get hers or ours eventually.
Yeah, so much love to you today, Cheryl. Have a beautiful birthday. Your husband, Tony, the children, all the family, and of course your extended family here at Morning Barbados, wishing you all the best of every blessing wrapped up in your day today.
Well, just before we go to break, I need to squeeze in another one. I was on the West Coast yesterday. One of your greatest fans stopped to me and said, please tell Cassandra I said good morning. Now, I'm probably going to get the name wrong because I had an armful of notes on my way to a meeting. I believe it's Vanessa Waith or White. I'm not entirely sure.
She knows who she is.
She knows who she is. We saw her at Lime Grove when I was leaving after a meeting. She's an avid fan. She absolutely adores you.
That is appreciated.
So she wanted to let us know that she always watches. So I wanted to make sure that we got her greeting in nice and early. Your support means something to us.
Indeed.
Don't ever think for 1 minute that it doesn't. We can't do this without you, and I suppose your morning doesn't start quite the same way without us.
I'm telling you. In fact, on Wednesday night, I was at the plantation doing Bajan Roots and Rhythms, and one of the guys backstage who helps to keep things moving smoothly, he says, you know, sometimes you can really get caught up and end up running a little behind for work, because he even spoke about what Dr. Lord would have spoken about earlier on, in the day, on the show of that day. So, you know, we're glad that we're able to give you information, sometimes entertain you, you know, make you crack a smile when you thought it was impossible.
Yeah.
Try it and make sure you enjoy the day. But today's going to be great.
Today's going to be fabulous.
Another day filled with smiles and fashion tips. You know, we try to make it a Fashion Friday for you. My dear friend, Patrice DaCosta, she is a stouche stylist. She is back with us this morning. So in the second half of our show, you can get to look forward to some tips, some mistakes that people make. We're going to try and help you not to make them, and certainly see how much you can get out of maybe one or two outfits.
It's all about the accessories. And of course, Cassandra's the queen of accessories. Patrice over here. I don't know what she needs
What are you
Patrice
talking
for.
about?
I don't know what she needs Patrice for. Always on point when it comes to the style. But going back to school is also in fashion, and we're going to be coming alive with Bridgetown Come Alive, our segment with the compliments of the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry. That segment is coming up as well. Some of the hot topics around exam season has been how people have been trying to get around just doing the right thing, studying hard and doing the best they can. All of that is coming up and more in our segment this morning from Morning Barbados, the Friday, August 19th edition. So we want you to get a cup of something nice, get comfortable, get the kids awake, but we'll be right back just after this break.